Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Chess Plays. Today we are going to be doing our week 4 for the CBN, the Castalia Battle Network, and of course we're going up against JK41 and his route to Rattata. So, first things first, though, we did make a few free agent transactions, so we're going to go over those real quick. So we ended up dropping Espion and Neuvern this week. So while Espion was really, really good, I did really enjoy using it, and I thought it was a great freaking option for the team. It was probably cheaper than it should have been, and it's really freaking strong. However, I kept finding a hard time to put it onto the team, and yeah, my fast mode for this team was just pretty god awful. So like I didn't really think I felt like just doubling down into the trick room side of the team, and that's what we ended up doing with our picks that we'll see here in a little bit. So we ended up dropping Espion and Neuvern. Now, while Neuvern was also very good, it was also one of those mods that was kind of hard to switch onto the team, and I feel like it just wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Like it has a lot of good moves and stuff like that, but that's about it. So anyway, that is the drops. I do think that Espion was fantastic. It just would have been better on a team that wasn't hard Trick Room, I think. And Neuvern, it was okay. So, and then we ended up going ahead and picking up Hatterene. So we dropped a C tier and a B tier, so that gave us more than enough points to pick up Hatterene, and it's just an amazing Pokemon. So, like, it of course takes advantage of the Indeedee Psychic terrain. Has Expanding Force. It's a strong Fairy type. Magic Bounce is great. It's so damn slow. It's just an amazing Trick Room setter and a Trick Room abuser. So, that's just something that Nick definitely said. Maybe you need to get yourself like a really, really good Trick Room setter and abuser, and Hatterene is definitely there. So for that, and I think it's just an amazing Pokemon. And in general, I really like Hatterene. As it is, so like I'm pretty happy to bring Hatterene to the team, and Hatterene and Indeedee is a team combo that has been working pretty much since the beginning of the generation. So bringing it together now. We did use 180 points, so that left us with 20 leftover points. So we did have to dig all the way down into that F tier, and we did end up dragging up Scraggy for our last freaking pick. So yeah, I think Scraggy is actually really, really cool. So like looking at his stats, like it's nothing to write home about necessarily, but for a pre-evolution, this actually isn't terrible. 50 base HP is pretty bad, but that's okay. 75 attack, 70 defenses aren't actually garbage, especially when you consider those 70 defenses can be boosted by like Eviolite. So yeah, I think Scraggy is actually kind of cool. Obviously he gets Fake Out. Of course we have Psychic Terrain, but we don't always have to bring the Psychic Terrain if it's not super useful for us. Or we can function outside of it, and that gives us another option with Fake Out, which is awesome. And then he does have moves like Super Fang and Foul Play to help mitigate his mediocre offenses, so that's really cool. So Super Fang, immediate 50% onto whatever they have left, which is really, really cool. And then Foul Play, if we're up against some really strong physical attackers, that mitigates my my low attack, and I get to use theirs with like a nice strong stab move. And then of course like Knock Off is really useful. Like he has like other decent little moves. Nothing too crazy though. Something I've been thinking about possibly doing is like using maybe Grass Knot to proc a weakness policy on like Diancie, because Diancie is like super freaking light, so Grass Knot is going to do nothing to it, especially coming from like a Scraggy with his whole last 35 special attack. So that's something I thought about, which would be kind of cool. And then yeah, nothing too crazy. Gets coaching, I guess. That's kind of cute. you know, fake tears. Let's see, quick guard, I guess. Nothing. So yeah, nothing too crazy. You know, set up weather if I need him to. Spite, snarl. That's not a bad little option. You know, controlling those offenses on the other side of the team. So yeah, he's not bad. He's not a bad little guy. And you know he's pretty slow, so you know functions under our trick room as well. So, but anyway, that is the two pickups. So we ended up picking up Hatterene and Scraggy, and I think that these two little guys are gonna be great. And yeah, really nice. So enough about that though. Let's go ahead and get into the team that we're going to be fighting against this week. So here we go. We got JK's team. He has the Whimsicott Indeedee male, so it's an Indeedee off. Ninetales, Alola, Moltres, Silvally, Tyrantrum, Vaporeon, Drapion, Electivire, and Doublade. So some things that we're going to definitely have to watch out for, because of course we now have to function without any form of a fast mode at all. So we have to look and see how can our opponent stop our Trick Room. So the ways that he can stop Trick Room is setting up Trick Room himself with the Whimsicott, because Whimsicott does not get imprisoned. So he can read our Trick Room, go for Trick Room of his own. So there's that. And then he also has Imprison Trick Room with Indeedee. Imprison Trick Room is one of the hardest ways for us to stop. Especially with another Indeedee that can run Psychic Surge. So normally what I would do in a situation with against like an imprisoned Pokemon, I could bring like Scraggy, I could fake out the imprisoned Mon. However, of course, I can't fake out Indeedee, so we're going to have to get a little bit more creative this week. But so yeah, there's that. But Whimsicott looks great. Obviously because you know it's a Whimsicott, it's just what it does. You know, it can run Prankster. It can just do a lot of things. I don't really know exactly what it's gonna do, but you know, it's there. Alola Ninetales looks nice. Moltres looks okay. It can't really do much against Diancie, so that's why I'm kind of thinking maybe Moltres might hit the bench this week. I don't know. Silvally, I don't really know what kind of Silvally will come, if it does come. I think maybe like ground Silvally could be pretty good, because you know he doesn't really have a strong ground type. So yeah, ground Silvally does seem pretty decent, and that's what I was kind of calking for before, which is nice, I guess. Tyrantrum is looking pretty okay here, actually. It's really strong. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but I mean, we're hard Trick Room, so it outspeeds like everything on our team anyway. So it doesn't even have to run speed, so that's cool. Vaporeon doesn't look terrible, but of course I do have Gastrodon, so I don't know if he wants to play the bulky water game with us. You know, and there you go. Drapion looks all right. I think Drapion's actually very good. It can't taunt. It can't like taunt our freaking uh Hatterene, but you know it could like taunt Indeedee if we choose to try to set up Trick Room with Indeedee, or not Indeedee, Diancie. Yeah. Electivire seems okay. It gets Follow Me. It could be supportive, I guess. Yeah. Doublade does look fantastic though, so I think the four that I think are definitely going to be coming are going to be Whimsicott, Indeedee, Ninetales, and Doublade. After that, I think Silvally, like a Silvally ground, like I said, would be pretty solid. And then I don't know, maybe Drapion. I don't think he wants to play the bulky water game this week. You know, but so I don't think Vaporeon makes an appearance, and I think Diancie alone just says yeah nah to the Moltres, but you know, you never know. So but yeah, these four I think are definitely coming, and then after that maybe a Silvally, and then I don't know, Drapion, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, seems pretty cool. Seems like a cool little team. It's very fast, so if we can get the Trick Room going, we are pretty much guaranteed to be good to go under Trick Room. The slowest thing he has is this Doublade, but we do have some stuff that can deal with that, so that's pretty cool. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get into the team that we're going to be bringing right off the bat. We got some goofy ass tech, so we're going to be bringing Choice Scarfed Indeedee female. So the idea behind this is we are going to imprison his in prison, which is really, really funny. So, in imprisoning his imprison, we are also going to be imprisoning his expanding force and any protects that are on the other side of the field as well, which is really, really nice. So we can stop basically 3 moves from his side of the field, and I guess technically 4 if the Electivire is on the field with the Indeedee. With the follow me, I guess, but whatever. Yeah, I don't really think Indeedee is going to be stopping follow me's anytime soon. But yeah, so we have imprison, we have expanding force, we have protect, and we have follow me. So we of course are choice scarf, so we're not going to have a lot of versatility, and this tech is probably only going to work once. So we can go for a choice scarf imprison. We outspeed everything on his team outside of under a tailwind. Excuse me. And yeah, so the idea is he's going to like lead like Indeedee plus Ninetales or something maybe. We could go for imprison. We could block any expanding forces coming in, and we of course block his imprison attempt to stop our trick room, and then we go for our trick room with our Hatterene, for example. So Hatterene looks decent here as well. She hits so damn hard. She has the coverage that she needs, which is nice. Also, why is she not shiny? Yes. Give me that shiny. So yeah, Hatterene just hits really freaking hard. Psychic Terrain boosted expanding forces, dazzling gleam, and then we do have mystical fire for some of his mons that we do want to hit with the with some coverage. So that seems pretty nice. So mostly it's the Doublade. We want to hit the Doublade. We want to be able to hit the Doublade basically. Because that is an option for him. He can bring Wide Guard to stop this stuff. But yeah, so Hatterene looks freaking amazing. I think it's fantastic for this. For this, it's going to hit so damn hard, and it's going to be a great Trick Room setter. We also have a backup Trick Room setter with our Diancie. She is going to be rocking Diamond Storm, Body Press, Earth Power, and Trick Room, of course. Holding a Psychic Seed, so we can get the defense boosts with Diamond Storm, which is nice, and then we can go for big, strong body presses. We are, of course, running Earth Power, so we can 2-hit KO the freaking the Doublade, which is kind of cool, I suppose. Yeah, we're running enough attack so we can one-shot a freaking Moltres if it does come. We can't one-shot the freaking Alolan Ninetales even if we were max, so there's not really much point. So we might as well boost the power of our Earth powers. So yeah, that seems pretty good. I mean, Diancie is just going to come in and do its thing like it usually does. It, just fire off some Diamond Storms, fire off some Body Presses, sets up Trick Room if it absolutely needs to, and it's going to keep getting them kills, which makes me happy. So, yeah, there's that. Then we got Kaparaja. Kaparaja is going to be holding his Assault Vest. A little bit of weird spread here. So we can live. This is so we can live a multi-attack from a Silvally ground, which in turn will also let him live like a multi-attack from like a Silvally like fire or anything else like that that's going to be fighting whatever that's hitting it super effectively. Like I said, I think Silvally ground might make an appearance, so that's what we're kind of preparing for. And so yeah, I just kind of split this up a little bit, so the HP will help him with special hits a little bit better as well, along with the Assault Vest and the so the attack didn't really change too many calcs, so that's fine. But Heavy Slam with the Heavy Metal ability is going to hit really freaking hard. Rock Slide, high horsepower, and Power Whip is very, very nice. So he has pretty much all the moves that he needs to hit things with, and then some. So that's pretty cool. All right, Gastrodon is up next. Gastrodon is looking pretty solid here. So we're going to be running Scald, Earth Power, Sludge Bomb, and Recover. Amazingly enough, we can actually live a Giga Drain from a Whimsicott, which is crazy, and in turn a Freeze Dry from the Alolan Ninetales as well. we could one-shot the Whimsicott. We could do about, I think it was like 60 or 70% to the freaking Ninetales with Sludge Bomb as well, which is really, really cool. So there's that, and then recover. So like we're not stuck in the situation if we do have to freaking take a hit. We can potentially take a hit. We don't take it well, but we can take it, which is really, really cool. So yeah, I think Gastrodon looks fantastic. You know, he's just gonna be fat and annoying, and you know, he's gonna take hits and live on forever because he's a Gastrodon. Last but not least, though, we have Scraggy. Scraggy actually looks amazing in this. I'm not kidding. Intimidate's going to be really useful for his physically offensive stuff, like the Dew Blade, like potentially the Sovali, or potentially the freaking Tyrantrum. So having that Intimidate is really nice. Actually, his typing is very good here because the Dew Blade doesn't necessarily want to take it on that well, and you know, stab knockoff, even though we're not the strongest thing in the world, is still gonna sting a little. And then for those mons that, you know, the knockoff isn't gonna hurt that much, we have Super Fang, and that's just really nice. So we got Fake Out, so if we do end up in a situation where we don't need to use our Psychic Terrain right away, we can actually go for like a Fake Out Hatterene lead potentially, and set up Trick Room. This also gives us the option to taunt Whimsicott, if we do end up going with that lead, if we're expecting a counter Trick Room. So there is that. And then yeah, it's a great little utility. Also to note, we are running minimum speed on our Scraggy and not minimum speed on our Gastrodon. So the reason we're going to be doing that is under Trick Room, we can go for a Super Fang first with Scraggy, and then go for an attack with Gastrodon immediately, so we can bring whatever it is down to 50%, then go for Gastrodon. Gastrodon hits a little bit harder. This also works with Diancie as well, but you know, Diancie wasn't going to be underspeeding the Scraggy anyway. But Gastrodon worked out that way. And I guess I could technically have probably done this with actually no, I couldn't have, never mind. Well, I could have just not ran this, but you know, whatever. I could have done it with Copper but I don't think Copper plus Scraggy's ever going to be on the field together, but you know, that's okay. Yeah, I think that this is relaxed, right? Yeah, so I think that this is a pretty good team. If we could stop the counter Trick Room strategies, then we should be in a pretty good situation. Otherwise, I think we're still not out of it at all, because we could potentially just take out the lead, and then, you know, get up our Trick Room for a late game Trick Room. I think a late game Trick Room is very possible as well. So probably for game 1, we're going to try to counter the counter Trick Room strategies, and then after that we're going to play it from there once, you know, we have some more information. So but anyway, though, that is going to be it for the team preview. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you guys are interested in this one. This was definitely one that I had to think about a little bit. You know, it wasn't exactly the easiest, but you know, it's fun. It's fun. I like it. But yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the battle in just a little bit. All right, here we are, and he brought the Drapion, and he brought the Moltres. Wow, no Whimsicott? Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So he brought the Moltres. Did not think the Moltres would come at all because, you know, freaking Diancie says hi. But okay, I can get behind that. I'll take a free kill on a Moltres. And then what else came? The Drapion over the Electivire. I honestly didn't know what was coming in that last slot, so yeah, Drapion's not all too surprising. And let's see, I think we're just gonna lead with the freaking standard ass lead of Indeedee hat. I think we bring Diancie in the back because of course we do. I'm kind of between Copperaja and Gastrodon. It all depends on what that Silvally is. That's the thing that I'm worried about. I think we bring the Gastrodon just because of the Drapion. Because otherwise we don't really do that great against it. Yeah. Kaparaja can take it on, but it doesn't necessarily want to take the hits from it. So, let's see. Let's see what we are doing. Alright. Oh, I like that shirt. Moltres Indeedee. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright. Alright. We get the Psychic Surge up. He does get to see that we're faster. I am gonna just do it. I'm just gonna do it, and we're gonna see if we can get it to work. I don't know if we can get it to work. Imprison, boom. Oh, he just went for a Hyper Voice. Interesting. So is he gonna try to kill us in one turn? No, that's not gonna work because Hatterene is thick! Alright. And now we're just gonna get on out of here. And we're going to fire off an Expanding Force. He can't hit freaking... he cannot hit Protect on anything because of Imprison this turn. And this should be a fairly safe switch in for Diancie. So, or not, yeah, Diancie. So, yeah. Lots of damage off on freaking Hatterene. So, interesting. So he didn't go for an Imprison setup to try to stop my Trick Room. I guess he tried to overpower it. But Hatterene is thick, so. And even if Hatterene gets off like one big hit, like that's good, you know. And this is plenty of damage. That's a Life Orb Indeedee as well. I'll make sure we jot that down. Alright, so he switched out the Indeedee into Doublade, or the Hatterene rather, or the his Indeedee. Blah. Words are hard, guys. Alright. If he does end up knocking out Hat this turn, that's amazing, actually. And we can get a big old Expanding Force off. Dude, that did damage! Heatwave, I am perfectly fine with this. I am 100% fine with this. Because this lets me bring back in an Indeedee. And I can click Follow Me. And then I can Diamond Storm and Follow Me. If Doublade wants to hit me, he has to hit me first. So this is fine. This is fine. Yeah. Kind of wish I had freaking Protect on Diancie now. Yeah. Really wish I had Protect on Diancie. But that's okay. Follow me. Come at me. After you? What? I'm okay. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. Just okay. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Silvally, let's see what we got. We have it. What is that? Silvally Fairy? That looks like Silvally Fairy. It is. Fairy. Interesting. Very interesting. I think we just Earth Power now. And Follow Me again because we can't do anything else. Wide Guard? Yo, no! No, no, no! No, 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 no! That don't matter to me. Let's go. Big old earth power. Boom. It's not gonna kill, but that's fine. We get a special defense drop as well, which is awesome, and a flash cannon. Interesting. Very, very interesting sets here. We got Gastro. Gastrodon the Humble. Alright. I feel like I want to just go for... Let's see. I don't know if he's going to have anything to hit Gastrodon, though. That's the thing. Do I just go for a Diamond Storm and an Earth Power into Doublade? Yeah. Gastrodon should be slower than that, so he's going to go for an Iron Head. He goes into Diancie. That does not kill me because Defense Drop, Defense Raise, and we Earth Power, knocks out the Doublade. That's not a very invested Doublade. That's a very bulky Doublade. So, that's nice. That's nice to know. As he snarls. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, that's fine because freaking, yeah. I mean, Silvally doesn't have any recoverable, any reliable recovery, so this is relatively fine. He sends out Indeedee. All right. Battlefield does get weird. We can try to set up another Trick Room. I think that's not a terrible play, and we can Sludge Bomb the Silvally. He Flash Cannons. This should probably knock us out. He's probably going for, like, Expanding Force. Okay. Okay, Gastrodon might not be able to do this all on his own. Honestly, I forgot that the Indeedee was in the back. Jesus, that did a lot. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't... Okay. Okay. So what do we do for game 2? Probably shouldn't have freaking shown that we had Sludge Bomb. So what do we do for game 2? Let's just try Sludge Bomb again. I guess it doesn't hurt that we showed Sludge Bomb. And Expanding Force is just gonna knock us out. That's fine. Okay, so he just went full offensive. I don't even know if he has Trick Room. So we did lose, which is annoying. Okay. So he's not really concerned about stopping Trick Room. He's not really concerned about stopping Trick Room, it seems. So how am I going to go about this? No, I don't want to cancel the battle. Alright, how am I going to go about this? We're going to switch up the music. And why not Calyrex too? How am I going to go about this? Copper Raja might not be bad. Alright. Okay, so we know he has Silvally Fairy, so Copper Raja might not actually be terrible. We could go... I think we definitely lead Hat, still. I mean, what he had worked, so... We could just go offensive with Indeedee. So we're definitely gonna lead Hat. We can lead Scraggy. Scraggy doesn't seem too bad as a lead, honestly. I mean, think we bring Copper Raja? Nah, we don't want to bring Scraggy. think we keep Copperage in the back. Copperage in the back. And then... See, Diancie was really good until, you know, it died, though. I think he over-prepped for the Diancie. I'm gonna bring... Gastro over the Scraggy. I still think Gastrodon is really good. Alright. So we're not bringing our Indeedee. We're going very offensive here. Wait, did I? Ninetales Drapion, okay. Ninetales Drapion, indeed. Interesting. Indeedee and Serena, okay. That's fine. Okay, we did bring the India. I'm stupid. The battlefield does get weird. Ninetales sets up the hail. So he has no way of really stopping the Trick Room with this. So we're just going to follow me. Honestly, would be fine with Indeedee going down this turn. 100% fine with Indeedee going down this turn. Sets up Veil. Alright, that's a little annoying, but that's fine. Poison Jab. Yeah, that's not going to kill Indeedee. But it's going to do a lot of damage with a freaking crit. Alright, and a poison. Crit poison. Good lord. Trick Room. We do twist those Dimensiones. Alright. We can go for a Gleam. And then just lock ourselves into Follow Me. I think we need to get Capparaja in. Ninetales protects, that's fine. Give big old Gleam. That did nothing to Drapion. I think that's AV. I think that's an AV Drapion. That would make sense. Saw my choice scarf. My weird tech. And now I think we go this. Because that just kind of showed that that was AV. So I think we switch this, and then we just go for a Rock Slide. A little bit more of a passive lead. He wasn't... I figured he was worried he would try to stop the Trick Room, but I guess he just wasn't concerned about the Trick Room at all. Which makes sense. If he can function outside of Trick Room or in Trick Room, you're relatively fine. So, Gastro, come in. He does withdraw Ninetales. He goes into Doublade. Alright. Big ol' Rock Slide. That didn't do very much, but that's fine. Drapion does get the flinch. I am fine with that. And none of these, neither one of these should have too much that can freaking hurt Drapion too much. So I'm not terribly concerned about that. Or none of these can hurt my Gastrodon too much. So we can go for a big old Earth Power. And then a high horsepower into Doublade. We're just going to double into the Doublade because that's the biggest threat right now. Drapion, yeah, I could go for a knockoff probably. I don't think Doublade will have freaking... Yeah. I should have brought Scraggy. Scraggy would have been actually a really good lead. Yeah. I could have faked out to stop the freaking whatchamacallit, high horsepower. Boom. That did nothing. Sacred Sword. That did nothing though. Scott Barrage be thick. That did a lot more. Was that crit? No, that just did that much damage. Holy crap. That just did that much freaking damage. Alright. I think we're gonna recover, and then I'm going to high horsepower the Drapion. Hard Trick Room is hard. Like, this is hard, actually. He withdraws the Doublade. He goes into Ninetales. Well, that's decent chip on that. Oh wait, no, wait, I'm not gonna hit that. Never mind. Drapion does not go down. Damn. Recover. As he knocks off Copper. Okay. The hail stops. And this is the last, that was the last turn of my Trick Room too, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Okay. The Veil is still up, so that means that he's Light Clay, right? Yeah, okay, so he's Light Clay. So I can Scald and Heavy Slam, maybe. Ninetales goes for Protect, okay. As he goes for Earthquake, alright, that's annoying. That's probably gonna kill Caparajah, because Caparajah is frail as shit, actually. Yeah, Caparajah is like really freaking frail, and I think I lost this one. Well, I mean, he's not a very offensive Doublade. He's not a very offensive Doublade, so he might not actually be able to kill freaking Hat in one hit. And I'm faster than him actually, so I don't think he can actually stop the second Trick Room. Yeah, I don't think he can actually stop the second Trick Room. I'm gonna take a butt ton of damage here though, that's the problem. I'm gonna recover and Trick Room. I need to, yeah. See, like, he could just go for, like, Life Orb freaking Expanding Force here, though. I'm pretty sure I lost this one, considering how much that freaking Indeedee did to me. Moonblast? Okay, he's doubling into Hat. That's probably gonna kill me. And he got the special attack drop too, which pretty much seals it. Yeah, that pretty much seals it. Yep. Even if I survived that, I would not have had the power to break through. Because that special attack drop. Alright, well, I lost this one. I just probably just over-prepped for his counter Trick Room. Moonblast. He didn't even have Freeze Dry. Like, interesting. And this is gonna just hurt. Yep, that's dead. Oh well. So I over-prepped for his counter Trick Room, and I should have just gone like full offensive. So like if I had like a Life Orb Indeedee of my own, and that would have hurt a lot. Instead, Indeedee just kind of like stopped doing things after like turn 1. I don't know. So, oh well. There's that. Good game to JK. Yeah. There we go. I tried. So, this is not exactly the easiest team to use, but I try. Anyway, that's gonna be it for here. Like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. Deuces.